Hey guys, Tiarralashay here and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be doing a review on the Rare Beauty line, Selena Gomez's makeup brand. I honestly didn't even know that Selena Gomez was coming out with her own makeup brand. I guess I was just that disconnected from everything until I started seeing the reviews online and I'm like, why is everybody so excited to try this Rare Beauty brand? And so then I realized it's another celebrity's makeup brand. So I figured I'd go ahead and go to Sephora and just pick up a couple products. I picked up the foundation, concealer, and then one of the lip products. So that way I could just dibble and dabble a little bit. I didn't want to grab everything because I traditionally don't migrate, or I'm not usually drawn towards things like the blush that she had. I kind of have my own blush that I stick to, go-to product, and I just run with it. So if you're curious to see what my thoughts are, please be sure to stick around. But before we get started, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And if you are new, welcome, and please subscribe to the channel. I would love for you guys to join the family. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and hop right on in to this. Okay, so before we go ahead and get started, I am just gonna go ahead and prep my face. And in order to do that, I am going to first start with the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Primer Spray. And I'm just going to spritz that on my face just to freshen it up a bit. Oh. Then I'm going to take the Farsali Skin Tune Blur and just apply that onto the skin. Then lastly, I'm going to take the Milk Hydro Grip Primer and I'm going to apply that in the center. So next I'm going to take the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder in Medium Deep, and I'm just going to use that to set my, not concealers, oh my gosh, my primers. I'm trying to just make sure that I stick to the same process and the same routine that I do for my regular foundation routine, just so that way I can see how things work with a different foundation. So the first product that I have is the foundation, the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. So this foundation is a weightless foundation with concentrated pigments that feels barely there while improving buildable medium to full coverage with a natural finish. So the color that I got in the foundation is the color 40C. And we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that this is the right color because, you know, makeup shopping is just a different experience. Color, looking at the packaging on the outside, it does look like it will be a pretty good match, but it also looks like it may be a little rich, but that is fine. I actually prefer my foundation to be a little bit darker rather than a little lighter. So yeah, but as far as the packaging goes, this is cute. It's this little thingy up here is different. I would say that the bottle reminds me of the Frost that we got for the Fenty Beauty line. Just very simplistic, but yet cute and has its own little personality. Definitely seems to be a trend. But I'm gonna stop rambling and we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. So I'm gonna shake it up real good. Interesting. Sounds really liquidy. I wonder if you guys can hear that. Now, once I've taken it out of the bottle, it does look like it's oh no, not too bad. I can say doe foot applicator, not my favorite, but that's normal. I just not a fan of doe foot applicators. All right, so far, I don't really know how I feel. It's kind of weird because I feel like I don't have anything on. But I know I have something on. So that's the good thing, is it does say it's weightless and I do not feel like it's not heavy at all. Very, very lightweight. So we're gonna just go ahead, move along and just kind of see how this settles onto my skin. I will say, as I was working it in with the brush, it does feel like it just dries down really fast, like really, really fast. But it doesn't feel dry, if you catch my drift. Like it just felt like at some point I was not moving any foundation around on my brush. It just, I don't know, just melts into the skin, I guess. I also got a concealer, which is the Liquid Touch Corrector. And I got the concealer in the color 440C. Same little cute little packaging. This is what the concealer looks like. I was told at Sephora that she kind of did a similar thing as Fenty when it comes to the foundation and concealer colors. If you get the same colors, they kind of coincide with each other and they match is what they said, but I wanted mine to be a little bit lighter. I could just tell by the way the 470C looked in the bottle, and I was like, I think I'm gonna want something a little bit lighter because I like to highlight, of course, and do the big shebang. But if you're a person that just likes to use concealers just to like touch up different areas, you may be able to get away with getting your same foundation color in your concealer color. And it also has a doe foot applicator. Now the instructions said to just use a dot, but I'm not a dot type of concealer girl. Then I'm just gonna take my sponge and just start to blend that out. Okay, so the concealer, I'm gonna say I actually really like, just off gate. I really like it. It's a very, it's still very lightweight, but it feels very moisturizing, which I believe is one of the claims for the concealer. And it's a very hydrating, it does not feel drying whatsoever. It does not feel heavy. I think I can say right now, as of right now, I'm really liking the concealer. Okay, so that's a break from Rare Beauty right now. I am gonna just go ahead and finish up the rest of my face. I am going to first contour, and just to contour, I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place foundation stick. So far, I can say I do like the finish that it's giving me now that I've applied the concealer. I think before it just seemed like really matte and flat, but the concealer has brought back a little bit more dimension, and I will say moisture to my skin as well. So next I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Mini Retouch Powder in the color Cashew, and I'm gonna use that to set my concealer. Then to set the remainder of my face, I'm going to use the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in the color Deep. Okay, and so now that I've got my brows filled in, I'm going to use the concealer and just use that to clean up the brow. Alrighty, so now that I have my brows done and my base complete, I am just gonna do a quick little eye look. Nothing crazy. Honestly, I'm just gonna be using bronzer and then applying some lashes, and that's it. I wanna make sure I'm keeping today's video focused on the Rare Beauty products that I'm using, so I don't wanna make it too long with a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so now for the lip. So I got a lip cream in the color Brave, which is this pretty like terracotta orangey looking color, which I love. Like, I love these types of colors. So I'm gonna first put it on without liner just to kind of see what it looks like. Oh, you're pretty. So this lip is really moisturizing and feels really good for a matte lipstick. Doesn't feel drying at all, but you have to put a good bit on there in order for the color to kind of, I'm trying to say this, because like for instance, I have like darker pigmented lips as a Black woman, and so I had to like put extra up here so that way my darker pigments would not show through the lips. So yes, it's matte, but I don't think it's like a very opaque color. I think it's more of like a muted color, if that makes sense. I really like this color. I think it's really pretty, and honestly, I think with a liner it would be even more beautiful, but I'm trying to give you guys true colors here. This is what it looks like. This is what it is by itself, but I really like it. Like, really like it. And I think I am gonna get my liner just so I can see what it looks like. I'm just not used to this. I'm trying to get used to it, but I'm having a hard time. So let me go get my liner and then I'll be right back. Okay, so for me, that's better. Like, that's better. It just gives my lips more dimension. I like it a lot better. All right, so my final thoughts on the products. My foundation. So with the foundation, I can confidently say that I like it. I feel like my look came together. It's very lightweight. My face does not feel heavy whatsoever. However, do I feel like I would actually reach for this again in my collection? No. I feel like I have other foundations that I would reach for without having to purchase this one and keep it in my collection. However, if you're on the market for a lightweight foundation, I do feel like this is a nice one. However, I feel like the star of the show for this is going to be the concealer. I really like the concealer. It does not feel heavy on my eyes. My eyes feel moisturized. It feels really nice. Like, I really like this concealer, and I feel like that I would in fact reach for it again. Now, do I feel like the concealer provides like super duper coverage? No, but it just gives you that moisture and that glow that a lot of concealers that I currently have in my collection don't give me. And I think what I like about my Born This Way concealer is that it gives me super coverage with also adding that nice finish to it. Whereas this one, I don't feel like it gives me that coverage, but it gives me that finish. So if I'm trying to do like more of a work makeup type of look, I think this is the concealer that I would actually lean towards rather than my Born This Way, just because it's more of a lighter coverage of a foundation, of a concealer. Now this lip. The lip is very comfortable. I love this color. I just think it's really nice. It's really different for me, but I think I want to say, keep in mind that I did not feel when I was applying this that it is like an opaque terracotta type of color. I think has more sheerness to it. So if you have darker lips, you're definitely going to want to make sure you put a liner on, or you're gonna have to put on multiple layers in order to achieve that like more color opaque look. I hope that made sense. Like, I feel like I was all over the place. But long story short, concealer, I recommend the concealer. I recommend the lip. And the foundation, if you're looking for like a nice work foundation, something lightweight, yes, but I think you can find a better option somewhere else. I'm just not in love with it. Like I said, when I was putting it on with my brush, it was just kind of like, where's it going? Like, where's it going? It was there, but it just, I don't know. I wasn't 100% like, oh my gosh, I love it. I did not talk to you guys about pricing, which will definitely matter in this piece. So the foundation is, oh, that's all I paid for that? Okay, so the foundation was $29. Really? Okay, so the foundation was $29, which for $29, that might change things a little bit. I thought I paid like $42. I didn't realize it was only $29. So for $29 and you want to get something out of Sephora, I think this is a good option. Like, I really thought I paid $42. I would not pay $42 again for it. But $29 for work, this changes things. This changes things. I should have looked at my receipt before I started talking. But I think you can still find better options for less than $29, but it is a more affordable option in Sephora. And then the concealer is $19, which I think is an amazing price for the concealer. And I would once again recommend that. And then the lip is $20. So $20 for this lip. However, I feel like you can get something similar to this feel with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. Once again, if you've tried the Rare Beauty products, please leave it down below. And then if you think this is a product that you'll actually go to the store and try out, let me know down below as well. Just let me know all things Rare Beauty, pretty much is what I'm asking you for. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.